Hey, what's up guys? It's Pat and welcome back to another mod showcase. And today we're going to take a look at Mists of Riov. This is an RPG style mod that adds a ton of content into the game. There are two brand new dimensions. There's bosses, mobs, gear, and even new biomes. If you look right over there, there's like a mushroom type biome. And right now we're in the snowy mountains. There's actually even decoration blocks. You can see there's like 20 different kinds of colors of wood. There's lamps, fences, ladders, trapdoors, doors, all kinds of stuff. So if you add this mod, there's like a ton of different things you can do. So we'll get started with the armor and the weapons, because there's a ridiculous amount. Like this whole chest is filled with armor and weapons, but so are these three. You're always going to have something to upgrade with your armor and weapons. Like you'll always find something new to make. So the first one is Onyx. The Onyx set is made from, Onyx, which you mine. It's one of the ores that's added in with this mod. So the recipes, not going to go over those. There's basically just way too much stuff to go over all the recipes. So I'd suggest like not enough items or a mod like that to help you out, because there's just too many. So this one, same recipe as normal Minecraft though. You just need Onyx to make them. And kind of the cool thing about Mists of Riov is you can actually upgrade all your armor and your weapons. See right here is an Onyx sword, and then there's like an infused one, a darkened one, and a darkened infused one. So you can make your stuff even better. So for example, if I took this, we'll grab these Onyx boots right here. You can see right here is the infused Onyx set, and I have an orb next to it. So you're gonna need an orb, and you're gonna need this. This is an infuser. You put the orb in the first slot, and then your gear in the second, and bam! You have an infused version, which is basically just a stronger version of that. So not only is there a ton of armor and weapons, you could actually upgrade them too. Amethyst set, some of this stuff I might not pronounce that good. Sorry in advance. Infused sets of these. The Garnet set, and this is from ore as well. This one's kind of cool. This is like the magic set. And this drops off a boss. You can get the cloth like off one of the bosses. I'm actually going to grab this just to show you guys like how cool it is. So I put on the head right here, I am going to get a buff. I can now breathe underwater. The robe, strength 3. If I put on the legs, I now have resistance, and with the boots, I get jump boost 3 and speed. The only thing about this set is you can see the armor isn't that strong. I only have like 3 bars of armor, but I get all these awesome buffs. So there are a bunch of like really unique things like this as well. I'm gonna take it off. Alright, so in here, guys, is the Dragon set. And you actually get the Dragon Soul Gem to craft this in the end. So there is ore in the end. There's the Mithril set, On-Ton set, Sapphire, Mystic Topaz, Gallokin. And I'm going to show you guys how you get most of this stuff. Some of it is going to be like drops off mobs and bosses, while others is going to be from ore. Like, for example, the Mithril ingot actually drops off one of the mobs. So you can get it like that. This Gallokin set, you get this from a boss. So it's going to vary. It's pretty self-explanatory as you play, though. You're going to see, like, something drops, and it's going to be pretty obvious what the recipe is for most of these things, but I do really recommend getting a mod that shows the recipes. And right here, basically just more sets. Leggings of Flame, Blind Knight, Infused Blind Knight chestplate. There's just so much different, like, things that you can make right here. I'm actually going to grab one of these so we can, like, fight the mobs with them. I'm going to grab the Infused Dragon set, which is pretty powerful. Right here, a couple more sets. So there's just so many like different like weapons and armor you can have for your character. So I should show you guys how to use the other thing. So for example, if I were to grab my Onyx sword, I can actually do something else with it. I'm gonna grab one of these, not orbs. I don't need an orb for that. I need a, dark matter. I'm actually gonna have to switch back here and grab some dark matter. And this one is used for the darkening altar. You put that in the first slot. And then you put in the Onyx sword, and it's basically the other way to upgrade something. So now I've upgraded it to a darkened Onyx sword. So there's a couple different ways to upgrade your stuff. Alright, so on to the next weapons. So not all the weapons come from a set. So right here is like the Deatori's sword, Sorrow sword, Volron sword, Blade of Anani. And a lot of these are going to be like dropping off bosses. I'm going to show you guys the coolest ones though. So there's bows, there's the Bow of War Ton, and there's like the Enforced bow. This one's pretty cool. I'll grab that. I will also grab, let's see, this one. Cooley's Scythe. Not sure if that's how you say it or not, but it kind of looks like you might say Cooley. And we'll grab the Shifter as well. And right now I already have the Axe of On-Ton on me, which is the most powerful weapon in this mod. When you get it, you're gonna get it like this. It's gonna be on infused, like on fused acts of intent. What you have to do is you have to put it in the infuser, then it becomes half fused, and you have to do it one more time to actually be able to get the strong weapon out of it. So we will start off with the Enforced Bow of Warton. So the difference with this is it actually shoots 2 arrows, so that's kind of cool. This one I like, the Shifter. You right click with it, now I have speed on me for a couple seconds. So you can go at an enemy and you can still fight with this. I mean, it does a decent amount of damage. You could run at a foe that just doesn't see you coming and bam, just knock them dead like that. This one, Cooley Scythe, what it does, it shoots lightning down to the ground. So if you right click with it, it'll shoot lightning at your foe. Pretty awesome. So there are some very unique like weapons in this as well. So now you can see there's a bunch of tools. I'm not really going to go over these, but one important thing to mention is that most of the weapons and tools are not made with sticks. They're actually made with black bones, which drops off the skeletal horse. I'll show you guys after. Those are actually in the nether. So you're going to need to kill a lot of those to make your weapons and your tools, which there's a ton of. Basically, all the sets that we showed before have their own like sets of tools as well. Alright guys, so the next stuff we're going to look at is for farming and the different foods. You can see right here, there are tomato plants, grape plants, cherry plants, pepper plants, a blue flower you'll see around, and black durry plant. Not sure if I pronounced that right. I'm really struggling on some of the names here. And of course, there are foods that correspond with these as well. There's peppers. You can make pepper spices, ambrosia, tomatoes, cherries, horse meat, apples, well, green apples, manchette, and this one's really cool. The magical blue apple. And I'll show you guys what this does. It basically gives you a speed and jump boost buff and recovers a lot of your hunger. I'll show you that while we're fighting after. And you can even make wine if you want to make wine. Spiced wine, grapes, and there's even like a wine glass, which is kind of cool. So a lot of different food in this mod too. So now for the cool stuff. We are going to check out the different mobs. So the first one you're going to see all over the place. It's the Adventurer. And this stuff on the right is basically the stuff I got as drops off them. So I can confirm that Manchette, Arrows of Darkness, and possibly Iron can also drop off these. And I think even other gear as well. They also drop the Training Sword and the Opal. So I'm going to switch into Survival here. And we will try out all these different mobs. Alright, so the Adventurer has 40 hit points. And one of the cool things about him is he actually spawns with different gear on each time. Like he might have iron, he might have onyx, or maybe even something else. So only 40 hit points. I have like the best gear on right now, so I'm not gonna like die or anything. But yeah, he can drop a variety of different things based on what he's wearing. Here is a really important one. Let me actually get rid of some of this stuff in my inventory. This one is the Mage. And the reason the Mage is so important is he drops like really important items. Like you need the orbs to infuse. He drops those. He also drops the mithril ingots for the mithril set. And not only that, the base crystals. And these are used to craft this thing that actually spawns a couple of the bosses in the mod. So you're definitely going to need to go after the mages. So the mages, they have 30 hit points. They fly and they shoot fire. So this is probably a bad idea right now. Hopefully that gives you a good example that they shoot fire. They're trying to like light everything on fire here. I set this up. It'd be terrible if it went into flames. So those guys just very important because you're going to need that to summon some of the bosses. The next one, the Skeletal Horse, as I mentioned before. And he only drops the black bone, I believe. And these are going to be found in the nether. And you need it basically for like every single like weapon and tool. They actually look pretty awesome. You can see through them. Skeletal. So we'll kill him. He's got 60 hit points. But he should die pretty quickly, and as you can see, he has dropped one of the black bones. The next one, the Dark Elf. As you could probably imagine by these drops here, the bow, the arrows, and the ambrosia, that he is, you know, a ranged fighter, and he is. Spawn him in here, he's got 30 hit points. I'll let him hit me, you know, a couple times with the arrows, just to confirm, and we will kill him. So as you can see, there's a bunch of normal mobs, but we will get to the bosses very soon. There's some very tough monsters you can fight with this mod. Alright, so the next one. The On-Ton Bodyguard and the On-Ton Minion. I'll grab both of these. And they drop the On-Ton Minion set. And they can even drop Onyx as well. I think it is the Minion that can drop the Onyx. So I'll spawn the Minion first. He's got 50 hit points because he's really aggressive right now. So I'll kill him. I'm pretty sure he drops the Onyx. Kill him right there. So he's dead. He didn't actually drop anything that time. But I killed all the mobs like 5 times just to make sure I knew what their drops were. And here's the Bodyguard. This one's got 70 hit points. I have a feeling he shoots fire. Yeah, he does. Okay, let's get him. I knew he did. Such a bad place to do this. All right. I've got him. He's dead, and I don't think our place is on fire, so I think we're good. Alright, let's see. What else do we have here? So that was on tons. The next one is the Nizonian. And he only drops the Nizonian blade. I'm almost 100% sure on this after killing him about 10 times to double check. And he's pretty, you know, funky looking. I mean, look at that dude. Look at his face. Oh, God, he's going after... No, he's not going after me. Good. Alright, so this dude is pretty freaky looking, as you can tell right here. And he has dropped the blade. It's not too powerful. It does 8 attack damage, and it's less than the Onyx Sword that's, you know, darkened. And I think than the regular Onyx Sword in general. So it's not very strong. Alright, so that was the Nizonian. The next one is the Gallokin. And he can drop the Gallokin set. But not only that, he can actually drop the materials to craft it. So you should have no problem getting a Gallokin set if you want to. He has 50 hit points and actually looks pretty cool. I like the sword. It's pretty awesome. So I'm sorry that I have to do this, man. I apologize that I have to kill you right now. And he is dead. You can see he actually dropped the helmet and the stuff to craft, which is awesome. Alright, so I'm going to put some of this stuff down and show you guys about the apple now. The magical blue apple. So if I use it, it gives you a bunch of hunger back, and I've got speed for like 25 seconds and jump boost for 15. It's like a very, very high jump boost, which is sick. Alright guys, so the next one is Tef. And Tef is a boss. And he also, you know, has Tef's guard. And Tef can drop his legendary set right here. He can also drop dark matter and ambrosia, which is food. His guard can drop infused onyx set, and also he can drop arrows of darkness. So I'm going to take both these dudes, and I don't think Tef is too hard. I think he's one of the easier bosses. I'm going to spawn him right here. I'm paranoid, though. I'm thinking of going down there to fight for some of the other ones. Alright, so Tef has 100 hit points, and he's going after me. Not that strong compared to the others, so we'll kill him. But he can drop some good armor, which is important. So we'll kill him. Die, Tef. Alright, we got him. And it looks like he dropped some dark matter and some ambrosia. He did not drop any of his set that time. And here's his guard. His guard has 60 hit points. And he actually looks pretty awesome, in my opinion. I love his, like, dark, deadly colors. Alright, and he is dead. And he dropped some dark matter as well, which you guys know is very important if you want to darken any of your, like, weapons. Alright, so the next one. There's really a ton of, like, mobs in this. The next one is Vanna White. I pronounced that really bad. Ravenite. There we go, Ravenite. And Ravenite, he drops the Ravenite set and he drops a bow. He's another tough dude. You can imagine he is ranged. And he is. Look at him, his face is freaking scares the hell out of me. I mean, I just want to put him out of his misery right now because of it. I almost got him. There we go. So I've killed him. So the next one is the Paladin. And I'm actually pretty sure the Paladin and the Ravenite both are from the expansion. Because you do have the choice of downloading the mod, but you can also download an expansion for it as well that adds a couple other things like different mobs. And the Paladin, he drops his longsword. So we'll spawn him right here. He has 100 hit points and comes at you pretty quick. It even says like Paladin above his head right there. So kill him. He's got pretty strong armor on. He's going to drop that sword. I think it's a 100% chance. At least every time I've killed him, he's dropped it. So I'm pretty sure. Die. Alright, there we go. He's dropped his longsword. So it's kind of cool they added like expansions that you can add to the mod if you want to, which you're probably going to want to, because why not add in extra content? So the next one, the Demon Angel, which drops Volron, which is for some crafting recipes. So the Demon Angel is a tough boss. So we are going to leave here because they shoot fire at you like freaking crazy. They really do. So we're going to spawn her right over here, I guess. And they have 1,000 hit points. And when I get fighting, yep, there comes the fire. Kind of a difficult fight. But that's basically their only move, is they're going to shoot it at you like crazy. And 1,000 hit points is a ton, but their defense is very low, and you can shoot them back at them, like I just did right there. Kind of owning the Demon Angel right now. I'm going to take her down. So I'll finish her off and show you guys what she drops. Alright, I've almost got her, and she has like the biggest wings in the world, doesn't she? Alright, so I think I might have gotten more Dark Matter. I know I got more Volron. So we got Volron. Volron's important for some of the crafting recipes. And as I said, there's a ton of crafting recipes, so I'm not going to be going over like every single one, but I believe it is for a sword. I think there's a Volron sword, and that's what you need for it. Alright, so the next one is, let's see, it is the Terran boss. And the Terran boss, I believe I can only spawn it in the dimension. This one right here. So we'll hold on to that until we get there. Get some room free in here. And now here's some of the other mobs that aren't like super exciting, don't drop anything. This one's Altru Essence. And it's actually kind of weird. Like, you can't see it very well. I'm going to spawn it there. It's basically invisible, kind of. It's very hard to keep track of. At least I struggle with it. Especially at nighttime. So it moves around. I don't believe it drops anything at the moment. The next one is the Orc. And he doesn't drop anything yet either. He's got 60 hit points. He wears iron gear. And that looks to be like an infused amethyst sword. I'm pretty sure. So not very difficult. Some of these are just like easier mobs. Don't really have much to them yet. This one's the Fairy. And the Fairy can also drop orbs. But why would you want to kill the little Fairy? She just like flies around. She's got 10 hit points. So I won't kill her. Don't worry. I won't kill the Fairy. That would just be wrong. Set it to day. Starting to get dark out here. So yeah, I wouldn't dare kill the Fairy. I would just feel bad. Next one, Hellhound. Only a couple more left. This one has 20 hit points. Not very strong though. I mean, he only has 20 hit points, so he dies pretty quickly. There is the Shadow. Which the Shadow, I believe, spawns after killing one of the bosses. Yeah, he does. We'll see when we actually get to the boss. I think it might be the Terran boss that he spawns after. I'm pretty sure he is. Alright, and the Horse. So there is a horse in this mod. He drops horse meat. As you saw the horse meat before. So just, you know, kind of a plain horse. But now that there are horses in Minecraft, you know, it's like an extra kind of horse, I guess. Alright, so one more. The Crystal of Darkness. And this one, I believe I can spawn it outside here. And it drops the Cloth of Magic, which was for that set that gave me, like, all those buffs. Dark Matter. And he also drops the Tef Crystal, which is how you summon Tef in the first place. So you'll need to kill this boss before you can actually fight Tef. So I'm going to go down here out of, you know, extreme paranoia. And there we go. 1,500 hit points. And he looks like the other thing. Like, basically, he's kind of hard to see. Has a lot of hit points. The most in the mod right here. Very hard to keep track of him. It's very difficult. And you'll see when we get into the dimension, the first one is extremely dark. So I'm going to finish this dude off. Alright, guys. I almost got him down. Or whatever the hell that is. And you can see it drop the different items. The Tef Crystal's right there. The Cloth of Magic and the Dark Matter. So that one wasn't that hard. If you have good gear on, you can easily take out these things. Because I have the infused dragon set. You can easily get the dragon set if you go to the end. And then you can infuse it with the orbs pretty easily. And, of course, this weapon probably be a little bit harder to get. Alright, so that is all the mobs. And you can see right here is like the different ores added in. So now we're going to go to a different dimension. And for this one, you are going to need black quartz blocks. So you're going to get black quartz in the nether. And then you, like, craft this special blind oasis activator. The recipe is onyx like this with the black quartz in the middle. And it's, of course, you know, made out of the blocks. So we will jump into the darkest dimension you've ever seen. Like, I hope you could see it. I know YouTube is very dark in general. I put up a lot of torches so we can actually see here. It's spawning in weird. But it is so dark. If I go, like, further this way, like, can you even see anything? I could barely see anything. It's so freaking dark in here. Alright, guys, so now that we're in here, we are going to spawn the boss. We couldn't spawn the Terran. Can only be spawned in this dimension. If I look up, I can't see anything. Alright, so I right-click with him. We've got the Terran. He has 750 hit points. Looks kind of like that other dude we fought before. The really, you know, creepy monster, but this one's obviously a lot tougher. So we'll kill him. He dies pretty easy, especially with this weapon. I mean, he doesn't have a high defense. He's not, like, wearing armor or anything. So, and he is dead. And he has dropped, I believe that's Agonite. And Agonite is for, like, a special pickaxe. It's, like, a really good one. But, yeah, if you're going around this dimension, you're gonna need some torches. Like, definitely. And there's ore right there. It's important to mention. You can see it. You can actually see the ore, which is kind of important. And this ore is used to get to the next dimension. The blocks are made out of it. So we'll get out of here. And now I'll show you guys how to get to the next one. The next one is much more peaceful than that evil, like, hellhole. Alright, so this one, you need the Blindonite ore, which was right there. And the Blindonite ore also makes a set, which we were looking at before. And the same thing with the activator. So Blindonite around the Blindonite block like that will make it, and you can light it up and head in. This place is so much nicer. I mean, it's colorful, it's nice. It's supposed to be like a more peaceful dimension. I mean, compared to the last dimension, I guess anything would be peaceful. But I like it. It's cool. It's different colors. It just looks happy compared to everything else. Now that we've looked at this dimension, we are going to check out the new biomes that this mod adds. The first biome is the Snowy Mountains. As you can see right here, it's just like giant mountains covered in snow, so it's pretty cool. The mod has actually redone the plains. You can see how it says right there on the left, we're in the plains, and now the plains also has trees and mushrooms in it. So, you know, it looks a little more interesting than it did previously. As you can see, the extreme hills have also been redone. Now there are trees growing all over them. So I kind of like how they added in like small additions to the biomes that already exist in Minecraft. And right over here is the savanna. And this one is a brand new biome. And one of the things you're going to notice while exploring is that there's like bushes and plants all over the place that were added in because of Mists of Rio. You can see the different flowers and the different plants right here. But anyways, guys, that's about all there is to show with this mod. If you enjoyed the review, I'd really appreciate it if you left a like and subscribed. And of course, if you want to download it, the download is in the description. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time.